Sidewalks are something you might take for granted. If they're everywhere you go, why do you even think about them? But this one is a little different. It's brand new, and it's thanks to a collaboration between people who live in the Warnersville neighborhood and people who work for the city of Greensboro. So where did the idea for the sidewalk start originally?
Originally, the idea came from a community member here in Warnersville. It was James Scales, who actually used to be an employee of the city of Greensboro. Just felt like it was a great idea for the citizens to have a sidewalk to be able to walk to the recreation center and to the park and the playground and stay out of the street. And he had mentioned it to me. I'm a facilities coordinator for the city of Greensboro. I used to be over Warnersville Center, and he had mentioned it to me back 6-8 months ago or so. And I brought it to our Foundations of Management class. And our class really liked it because we thought that's a neat project. We could put feet to map and make it be something that would benefit the citizens and the employees. And the employees could get together and collaborate, like you said, and bring our expertise together, use education as part of it, have field operations involved, police, fire, everybody, and actually put the sidewalk in ourselves.
Because sometimes anyone who has tried to get something done in their community knows that sometimes there's some red tape you have to go through, and you were really trying to cut through some of that for the neighborhood.
We thought, there's so much expertise in the city of Greensboro, and there's so many opportunities for us to give back to the community. Why couldn't we, like you said, cut through the red tape? Why couldn't we take an idea that a citizen had brought to us, use the expertise of transportation, field operations, fire, police, parks and recreation, and put that together and make it happen and not make it be 18 months away, which was the first date we got. When we first brought the idea, well, it would take 18 months to do it.
Okay, so then once you got the idea and really started putting your feet to the ground and working on it, how long till we actually got to where we're standing now?
Well, once we got the approval, we presented the idea to our class as part of our presentation, our small group presentation, and then our class presented to the CMO's office. And once the CMO office saw it and said, let's go ahead and do it, and turned us loose. And Dale Wyatt got involved. It really, within 6 weeks or so, we were under construction, and Tim Summers and his crew just did a fabulous job, and here we are. We're just almost to completion.
What makes this community special?
I think what makes it special is the fact that it was the first planned community for freed slaves, founded back in 1865, and that in itself makes it very special. But not only that, but during those 165 years, it went through a lot of turmoil with redevelopment and economic development. So those types of things make it special also.
What was it like growing up here?
Oh, it was fun growing up with lots of trees, fruit trees, just wonderful things to do as a child. And even during redevelopment, we thought that was fun too, because we used to play through the pipes before they were building the houses. So it was just a very, very special community, tied together by the community center, yes.
And what have you seen change over the years?
Over the years, pretty much, like I say, the community was raised in 1970, but over the years, we had an influx of, public housing. Also, we had a lot of community involvement from the recreation center and like J.C. Price School. All those things have changed, and even now J.C. Price School has been demolished, so that's gone. So we're kind of in the midst of a resurgence of economic development and just a lot of different things going on. And with Greensboro being so close to downtown, it's having an impact also.
They're getting ready to celebrate 150 years, and this whole project came together. We've gotten Greensboro Beautiful involved, and it's really neat. One thing we just found out in our last meeting is they're going to come in and do tree planting and some planting to enrich the neighborhood as well. They're going to plant 150 trees. So it's just been this project that started out just as the sidewalk, and it's just brought a whole group of community and city employees together.
So what is really the lesson for people who think, I want to do something, I want to make a change in my community, in my neighborhood, and I want to make it a collaboration, I want to make it happen? How can people do that?
I think you just don't give up. I think that you have a passion and a desire to see things change and see things happen, and you're willing to do work and just keep asking questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Knowing that all these people got together and cared so much to kind of push through some of the red tape to make it happen faster, what does that mean to you to hear that?
That's unbelievable, and it all comes, with the relationships. Mr. Scales' relationship with Miss Robbins, and every year we have festivals where we invite the city leaders, like City Manager Jim Westmoreland. He was here last week, and we walked and talked about the neighborhood. So I'm sure when these projects come along, he has a better understanding of what our needs really are. So I think it's building relationships and, you know, working with people like Pam and others to make these things happen.
And what would you like people to take away about the neighborhood?
What I like for them to take away about the neighborhood is the fact that you can work together with your city leaders and city partners and not always be an adversarial relationship, but working together to make things better for the citizens. And we've proven that.
Now is a great time to learn more about the heritage of the Warnersville neighborhood. The Greensboro Historical Museum has a brand new exhibit up with all kinds of stories and history about this neighborhood. It's called Our Home, Our Community, Our Stories, the Warnersville neighborhood. And you can find out more about that exhibit and all the exhibits at the Greensboro Historical Museum by going to greensborohistory.org.